And that would mean that Mali would have to turn this around in some style. They'd have to win this game against the Ivory Coast by 37 points. So if they win by 37 points, not only will they make it through to the quarterfinals, but they will knock out the defending champions. It is hugely unlikely, but you just never know. Ivory Coast, with 2 defeats, they really pushed Nigeria all the way in game 1, and they were beaten by a very impressive Congolese team yesterday. Teresa Bratlova is alongside me again for the 4th game of the day, the final group game here in Tunisia. And, well, can Mali do it? Can they do what seems like an impossible task on paper?
That's the question we're gonna know the answer for by the end of this game. I can't really predict it because Mali is a so athletic team, but Ivory Coast, which otherwise said Cote d'Ivoire, has showed a great display so far, especially that first game against Nigeria. They have lost only by 1 point in the last second of the game, and it seems to be having a huge effect, that tough loss on them so far, because yesterday they have lost by 21 points to incredibly team played DR Congo. I think everything is open, but to be honest, 37 points is a huge difference. But still, both teams know that they are at AfroBasket 2017, and it's a privilege to every player to be here. So I'm pretty sure they all will want to put their best performance in that tonight's game.
Well, Mali put in a fine display to claim a win on day 1. Can they make it 2 wins in the group stage, even if they do end up going out? We're going to pause now for the national anthems. So final group game here in Tunisia before a 3-day break ahead of the knockout stages, which, remember, get underway on Thursday. You will not want to miss that. It looks as though both of these sides will end up missing it. We do have a little bit of a story to complete. The standings in Group A are not secure just yet. This is your refereeing team for today from Morocco, Mauritius and from South Africa. And Mali will be pretty disappointed if they end up dropping out of this tournament at the group stage, having won 2 games. More often than not, 2 wins in the group phase would be enough to get you into second place, but The Congolese, with that impressive win against Nigeria earlier today, have made life very difficult for Mali.
Yeah, we see two teams meeting in this game when Mali's super athletic team, Ivory Coast, well-led team, playing a bit more organized. Ivory Coast have to put Mali under the pressure if they want to grab the win in this game. They have to really focus on the transition defense and avoid the quick turnovers, because Mali is one of the teams who's going to punish those. They using their athleticism defensively, spreading out their hands and trying to deflect every ball possible. Just a game of Mali steals, running quick breaks, and that's why they're so effective from inside of the paint.
Well, this is the Cote d'Ivoire roster. A couple of names to look out for, including the likes of Bamba and Diabate, Kone and Eric Tape, who we'll talk about more in a little while. Mali here line up with the likes of Mongoro, who's averaging 11.5 points per game, Kante 15.5 points, and Ibrahim Jambo averaging 20 points a game. The Ivorian coach there, Monsieur Kazan, is going to be a little frustrated at the fact that his team come into this game having already been eliminated with those two defeats, and they were desperately unlucky on the opening day. They were millimeters away from beating Nigeria, and we could have had a completely different group had that little tap-in just worked out in Ivory Coast's favour. Yeah,
you're absolutely right, but we are at AfroBasket Men 2017, and every little detail could decide a game, and that first game against Nigeria, that little detail that they haven't been able to tap that ball in that last second has decided this elimination of this group. So really, as we say, coach probably won't be too happy, but I'm pretty sure that Ivory Coast wants to leave this championship with their head up, so they will try to put on the floor the best performance as possible for them.
It was a really good performance out on the opening day. They were rather disappointing yesterday, although the Congolese side got the better of them. Really are some team. They beat the champions Nigeria today. I think we're all looking forward to seeing what they do in the next phase. Here are the two key players, Ibrahim Jambo of Mali and Eric Tape of the Ivory Coast. And Jambo, 25-year-old, second AfroBasket appearance for him. Tape playing in his fifth at the age of 35. Great experience from him.
Yeah, it will be a great matchup to see, because both players playing at the same position, power forwards. Eric Tape, 35 years, as you just mentioned, huge experiences on his side. He has been that member of the silver team back in 2009, averaging 10.4 points, including the team-leading 15 points in the semi-final victory against Cameroon. That sent the team to its first FIBA World Championship since 1986, so huge experiences from Eric Tape. He hasn't really contributed as much during the first game at this championship, but yesterday 19.6 rebounds, 3 steals in 30 minutes, such a great performance. On the other hand, Ibrahim Jambo has been dealing a bit with the personal foul management at this tournament, and another experienced player, not as much as Eric Tape, but USA Mali nationality for Ibrahim Jambo. Graduated college, Hofstra College in States 2016. Hasn't been drafted by any NBA team in that draft entry 2016 last year. He has played in Spanish league for Alcazar, and he has one experience already with big tournaments. He has been a period in AfroBasket 2015, averaging only 5 points per game. So a huge difference for him, because so far this tournament he's averaging 20 points already, 5 rebounds, and playing 34 minutes per game. So important persona for Mali team.
Well, good evening if you're just joining us. It is the final game of the group phase here in Tunisia, and it is Mali against the Cote d'Ivoire in Group A, which looks to be a group which sees the Democratic Republic of Congo and Nigeria progress to the quarter-finals. It will take a monumental effort from Mali to prevent that from happening. Nigerians have already been talking about stepping up their game in the next phase, so they obviously don't feel that Mali will be able to pull this off. It is a big ask. And Jambo getting his first touch of the ball here as Mali look to make the bright start. 25-year-old again back in possession. 5 on the shot clock as it goes up and in. Great start from Jambo.
And that's the introduction of one of the key players of this game.
Excellent finish there. The Mali outfit getting the opening points of tonight's clash.
Yeah, officials quite consistent with this fouls, hands on the player, foul for Dembele.
Mali got that great win against the Democratic Republic of Congo in the first game of the tournament. Needed overtime to do it, with the Congolese coming back in the latter stages of that encounter. Serge puts up a shot and makes it. It's a 2 for the Ivorian number 8, and we're tied up. Jambo has it here once again for Mali. This is Tandina. Sidibe out to Jambo. 3, and the rebound is claimed well by Fode Traore. Serge moves it on here, back to Traore once more. Into Hima, who's a big physical presence and uses that physicality.
Great spot from official. Himba has lifted both feet off the floor while getting closer to the rim. Here we can see it one more time. This has been that little jump unallowed in basketball.
Something Mali will have to contend with is his immense physicality. As the ball is floated up and in from Tandina, nice finish. Easy layup. Diabate. Kone into Hima, and there's that physicality again. Too much physicality for the officials.
Great defense from Sidibe. He has really had great performance yesterday against Nigeria as well. 13 points, 9 rebounds, almost double-double. But he hasn't really showed up himself in that first game against DR Congo.
Just the run to the rim, and the layup is a nice one from Mamadou Kante, another of the key players for Mali.
Yeah, one thing I said Cote d'Ivoire will have to do in today's game is to fill the paint, because Mali has really targeted that space well offensively, and definitely the area to improve so far in this game.
Just about. Thought he'd avoided going up inside his own half there, but he didn't. Kone. Mali with a 6-2 lead. Good start. Kante driving inside, drawing the foul.
There has been great communication from Kante, sending his teammate away from that strong corner, because he has recognized the advantage he had on his defender in athleticism for the driving line.
He's a really big player for Mali, averaging over 15 points, 15.5 in the first 2 games. 8 steals in total as well over those 2 games.
And he's been on the court 30 minutes, averaging per game for Mali. So, as we just say, one of the key players from this roster, being a point guard for Malian team and dictating the tempo of their game.
Serge puts up another 3. And, it's no good from the Ivorian. This is Kante again. Jambo.
There has been better defense now from Cote d'Ivoire, filling that inside space.
Sidibe out to Tandina. And the Rebound claimed here by the Ivorians. Traore getting it back again off number 6, Karaboué. Here's Diabate, moving from side to side and putting up the 2. Nice finish.
That's been a great finish, and read from Diabate now, giving a high five with the defensive player of Mali, Sidibe, because he knows that he hasn't stepped towards the shooter on time to block the shot. Second personal foul for Himba, a size within the Ivory Coast roster. And introduction of our key player, Eric Traore. Oh, pardon, Sambou Traore for Mali.
What?
8 points to 4. 4-point lead for Mali in these early stages. A little over 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter as another foul is called. Drawn there by Karaboué.
Just for the clarification, I have mislooked Eric Tappe on the court for Hima being in the foul troubles.
There is Eric Tappe. Trying to get up the shot here. Serge unable to control that rebound, and Tandina gets the pass away.
Great fake.
Great play from Kante.
Yeah, and he is not happy right now that none of his teammates has offered themselves for that pass. So lucky for him, he has drawn the foul, and it's been rewarded by 2 foul shots.
Mali leading 8-4, and Kante adds another one to his personal tally. 5 points already on the board for Mamadou Kante.
Yeah, and has been 100% so far, 3 out of 3 on the foul line shot. Almost a rule in basketball. Once you mention it, it won't happen.
Jambo can't quite get it to drop. And Karaboué has it now for Cote d'Ivoire, travelling. You just wonder whether that defeat on the opening day, the nature of that defeat, has affected Cote d'Ivoire in the rest of the tournament. They looked out of sorts yesterday, albeit against a good Congolese team. Didn't reach the levels that they managed to reach on that opening day. Such a heartbreaking defeat. The long pass from Diabate goes astray.
Yeah, it could definitely have an effect, but I don't think it has completely destroyed them, because this group has been so equal and even. We didn't know till today's game when Nigeria played DR Congo who's gonna progress to that knockout stage. So yeah, we can see today on Ivory Coast that they really are not having as big motivation as they have had at the beginning of the tournament. Knowing that you've been eliminated already, you really want to leave the championship with your head up, but it's hard to motivate yourself to full speed and full intensity while you knowing that's your last game at this tournament.
Another free throw made from Kante.
And Cote d'Ivoire on the foul troubles already as a team. That's why Contest again on the foul line shot.
Pretty good free throw shooting from Kante. Just the one miss so far.
A bit more athleticism right now to Mali roster from coach Sugore putting drama on the court for the first time in this game.
To Tape, who travels. A couple of travelling calls against Cote d'Ivoire in these early stages. 7-point lead for Mali. There's Drame. There's Jambo. Draws the foul.
Great baseline penetration from Jambo, recognition of an open space. Even though Eric Tape has been there for help, Jambo's athleticism has beaten him up and drawn a foul. I have to say that Cote d'Ivoire has already done 7 turnovers in this first quarter, and it's only 5 minutes in the game, which is an incredibly poor number. And we said at the beginning of this game that it would be important for Cote d'Ivoire to avoid these turnovers, because Mali has been a team who's really effectively punishing these mistakes. So Cote d'Ivoire has to protect the ball a bit more to be competitive in this game.
Diabate trying to wriggle free, and the pass goes astray. It's a couple from Diabate.
And it's an 8th turnover.
And we were full of praise for them after that first game. It's such a good team performance against Nigeria.
Yeah, but if the game goes this way, whoa!
Number 3, that is from Tandina and Mali.
Yeah, if the game goes this direction, that task for Mali to win the game by 37 points is not unrealistic. So let's see what surprise this game could offer us.
Foul called by the officials here. Sidibe penalised. 2 free throws coming for Cote d'Ivoire. 12-point lead for Mali. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
And what else? Many personal fouls on the side of Cote d'Ivoire. You see that Cote d'Ivoire has committed 6 fouls already in this game, compared to 3 of Mali ones.
Diabate missing the first free throw. Let's get the second one to go, though. Cote d'Ivoire move up to 5. And a timeout is called with Mali by 11.
Let's hope that Hugh Okanse will try to motivate his players to play a bit in a better intensity and speed, because seriously, the other 2 teams, especially Nigeria, is a bit worrying probably right now if they're gonna be progressing into that quarterfinals, because no one really has expected this game going this direction. Mali leading 16-5. Ivory Coast making so many unforced errors and turnovers, 8. And it has been only half of the first quarter. Really, Cote d'Ivoire needs to refocus.
It's been a disappointing start for the Ivorians. Just 5 points on the board, and need to try and restore some pride here. They were well beaten yesterday. It has been a fascinating group. I must admit, having watched Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire on the opening day, I did feel that the Ivory Coast team would be very much in contention for a group phase place. But it hasn't worked out that way, and they haven't been able to recapture that performance. And Mali will continue to be motivated if they keep on building this lead. Tandina with another 3, and it's a 14-point game already with over 4 minutes left of the first quarter.
Yeah, and we've seen a zone defense from Cote d'Ivoire, so that shows us that coach Pyuko Kansei doesn't want to give up this game.
Tape. Oh, slammed away by Sidibe. Big rejection here from Sidibe. There's another one. Stands in the way.
Yeah, and
Karaboué.
that's a great defense from Mali. They're using their hands to deflect every possible ball and force opponents to turnovers.
Kante trying the layup, doesn't work. Karaboué goes for it.
Oh, what a great individual play right now from Karaboué. Experience going into the contact to the defender to draw the foul and still hit that layup. Great, great play.
Much better from Cote d'Ivoire. Karaboué, though, missing the free throw. Kante finds Sidibe. Eventually goes for the three and drops it well short.
Yeah, and coach is showing Sidibe, that's not your shot. You have to put yourself into your positions where you're strong. Don't use your weaknesses in this game because we've been playing so far really well.
It's Mikel Totti who finds the way to pick out Bamba. Couldn't quite find a way through there, Bamba.
Another athletic player for Cote d'Ivoire, averaging 5 points per game, 6.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 2 assists in 25 minutes presence on the court.
Jambo gets it. Big three from Jambo. Mali into the 20s. 22 points to 7, 15-point lead. Kenan. Tape. Karaboué for Cote d'Ivoire. Puts up the shot. And follow was good. Bamba on the scoreboard.
Again, zone defense. Cote d'Ivoire is trying to fill that space to enable Mali attack inside of the paint.
Jambo. Couldn't make it count. Karaboué keep this in bounds here. Goes with a long pass, good vision. Bamba, oh, great play. Great play from the Cote d'Ivoire. And Bamba nailing the three.
That is so much better from Cote d'Ivoire now. Playing on the strong side and then a quick skip of a whole defense for an open shot.
Drame goes for the three, doesn't pull it off, but Sidibe with the rebound. And Drame might have another attempt here, comes inside, will he look to get the pass out? He does. Sidibe out to Tandina, just 3 on the shot clock, and that's a frustrating foul for Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, if Eric Tappe would have stayed on the floor, I'm pretty sure that would be great defensive possession to allow Tandina to penetrate into the middle of the court. But because he has jumped, that means that he has been in movement, and that's not allowed in basketball.
10-point game with a little over a minute and a half left in the quarter.
This is a better performance right now in the second half of the first quarter from Cote d'Ivoire, being more effective with more motivation to play a good game and ended up this championship with their head up.
Tape couldn't quite get it to go. Drame will pick it up for Mali. And, oh, great play from Drame. Lovely layup.
Yeah, and Michael Totti has been just standing on that split line and not even making the extra step to try to enable Drame for this easy layup.
Bamba. Karaboué. Gets the pass out to Tape. And good work from Sidibe as Kante releases. Jambo puts it in. Great vision from Kante to pick out Jambo.
Yeah, and that tells you how quality Kante is, because to have this court vision, it's just a sign of experiences and a great point guard position.
Great awareness from Mali's number 3, Mamadou Kante. Here's Tandina looking for another. Well, what a first quarter this is from Mali. They reached the 30-point mark. They lead by 18.
Yeah, Tandina has came to this game for a shooting practice right now because it has been his third 3 out of 4 attempts in this game so far.
Karaboué. Bamba. Ran out of time. Cote d'Ivoire making a bit of a mess of those final seconds of the first quarter. They've made it the first quarter in total, really. It is a very big lead for Mali. They know what they need to do here. They've got a huge task in front of them, but in truth, they've made a pretty promising start. Kante is dictating the play, and Jambo is providing the points so far in this encounter. End of the first quarter here, Mali lead Cote d'Ivoire by 30 points to 12. So here are the stats for that first quarter. Dominant performance so far from Mali.
Yeah, dominant performance, but I wouldn't really worry about these numbers. What more matters for me is that Mali is playing incredible defense and followed by quick breaks and good court vision. Great teamwork from Mali, scoring 30 points during the first period of this game. It has taken Cote d'Ivoire for half of this quarter to motivate themselves for this last game at AfroBasket 2017 for them. So let's see if the motivation is going to continue and they will challenge a bit more Mali tonight.
18 points. And Tape. The ball in hand, he's just let that slip away. Kante is driving forward here. It's been such a good performance from him in this first half so far. Weaving his way past the orange shirts. 5 on the shot clock here. Mali have got to be a little quick. Oh, will they get it away in time? Well, Sidibe couldn't get it to go. This is Tape. And again. And eventually goes the foul.
Great work on the board from Eric Tape right now, grabbing 2 offensive rebounds and draw the foul. Hima back in the game with 2 personal fouls. Cote d'Ivoire really need his size under the rim because Eric Tape can't stay left alone in that inside space against a talented Mali team. And when you mentioned earlier Mamadou Kante at his 3rd appearance in a row at AfroBasket 2013, 15 and this year. So he has plenty of experiences with big tournaments.
Stolen it back here, Mali. Oh, and Drame will have an easy 2.
You know, when we've seen the stats in that little break between the first and second quarter, I have said that the numbers really doesn't matter, but one stat is standing out so badly, and that's 12 turnovers from Cote d'Ivoire so far in this game, and 0 turnovers from Mali. And that's such a huge difference between these two teams. Cote d'Ivoire is not protecting the ball. They're just giving an opportunities, easy opportunities for Mali to run their quick breaks and have many more offensive possessions.
20-point game. Mali do have it here, trying to increase that lead, retain possession. Kante drives inside, wants to put up the 2, draws the foul.
Yeah, and here we see that Eric Sapper hasn't been there on time, and he has drawn this foul. He has committed this foul, pardon.
Second foul for Tape.
And again, athleticism of Kante and experiences of Kante. He has spotted that driving lane and has taken the opportunity to go and lay the ball up.
Second one doesn't drop for Mali. Still lead by 20 points. So Kone goes for the 3. It's no good. Hima claims it. Cote d'Ivoire looking for a way through. Hima draws the foul, makes the 2. It's good play from the big man.
Yeah, and there has been a great assist from Salim Kone, recognizing there's been players trying to block his shot, so he has opened up his teammate Hima for the great finish.
Kante being rested here. And it's Keita who's come on for Mali. Of course, the extra point is claimed there by Hima. 3-point play. That's the gap to 17. Drame. Jambo. And Hima in the way there, and the quick release for Bamba, who can't make it go, but Kone does.
Great defensive effort from Hima to allow his teammates to run this quick break, and here that tapped in from Salim Kone.
Cote d'Ivoire have managed to cut that gap to 15 points now. Keita from the corner for 3. Wow.
Doesn't matter if it's Tandima or Keita standing in that corner. It has been a great position for Mali to shoot from.
There is Kone going for the 3 himself. No joy this time. Tandina claims it. And is able to pick out Jambo. Mali, who ended up on the end of a rather heavy defeat from Nigeria yesterday. They lost their discipline towards the end of the game. They were in it for long periods. Third and fourth quarters didn't exactly go to plan. Periods of the game where they were doing well and they were making some serious ground on Nigeria. Ended up losing by 23 points.
Yeah, they have forced Nigeria really to play completed towards to their limits as well, because 3 quarters have been really good. from Mali, but obviously again the experiences have spoken in a favor of Nigerian team.
Mbinga's pass goes astray, and this is Totti for Cote d'Ivoire. It's away from Drame. Looks for the pass to Tape. Mishandles slightly. Bamba. Nice one-handed pass out to Kone. No good though. Jambo gathers for Mali.
Yeah, there has been a great movement now from Cote d'Ivoire, but I still think they should aim more to attack the inside space or give touches to their bigs as well to make Mali move defensively.
Totti. Bamba. Tape drains it. Three-pointer from Eric Tape, the key man, turning up when most needed. 35 years old, all that experience, and cuts the gap to 15 points once again.
Yeah, and that's better performance from Cote d'Ivoire in the second quarter, leading 8-5 so far.
Diogo lays it up, and in it goes. Totti. Driving in, finds Tape. Can't get it to go this time. And Keita to Drame. Keita for another three. It's Kone who claims the rebound for Cote d'Ivoire. This is Totti now. It's Bamba. Oh, great play from Bamba.
What a good recognition. There hasn't been any split line defense from Mali to cover this penetration. Great read from Bamba.
Kante back on and back. It's Drame, I beg your pardon, who's made the two. Restore the 17-point lead. Totti into Bamba.
Yeah, foul committed by Drame. He has shown Cote that he needs a break right now, running out of breath, and that's what usually happens, that player is very slow defensively, and that's what we've just seen, and Drame committed a foul.
Diabate. Serge for three. Can't get it to go. Now Kante does get in on the act, and here come Mali. There's the foul on Mongoro. Mali's ball here. Foul for Traoré. Three-point attempt. So no good.
Great rebound from Kante.
He's just so aware, isn't he? He's always in the right place.
Yeah, and that's those experiences we've spoken about earlier. It has been his third AfroBasket, and he has a great good vision.
Let's finish that one as well. Sidibe adding another two. It's Bamba. Diabate. The foul called. Keita penalised.
Mali goes into the risk because they play really aggressive man-to-man defense, and sometimes they do commit fouls, which are quite unnecessarily, but playing on that borders or limits of allowance and unallowance in basketball brings sometimes these personal fouls commitment.
Well, another timeout called then, with Mali leading by 19, 41-22. Still 3:50 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, it has taken a whole quarter for Cote d'Ivoire to even come into the game mentally, let's say. I think the ability is within that roster, but mentally, I think they have been so demotivated stepping into this game that they had allowed Mali to score 30 points that first quarter, and Cote d'Ivoire only 12. So that's that huge lead by 18 points from the first quarter they're carrying into the second quarter of the first half. But so far, I think Cote d'Ivoire has improved, especially the intensity offensively and defensively. So back in the game, they just need to now to try to cut that huge margin in the score.
Diabate here as Kappa Tandina takes a break on the bench. Keita to Kante. The little pass from Kante. Keita
great defense.
for the man in the middle, and good recovery that from Bakayoko. Sidibe.
It's a great defense right now for Cote d'Ivoire.
Mongoro draws the foul.
Till this moment, let's say. They have been recovering really well, trying to fill that space, challenge every penetration, and this foul has been just a bad finish of this great defense of Cote d'Ivoire.
And it ends with Mongoro going to the line for free throws. Hima claims an easy rebound. Mali have increased that lead to 20 points. Come out with every intention of giving the Cote d'Ivoire a battering, but that is a great response. What a great finish from Diabate.
Yeah, again, another experienced player from Cote d'Ivoire, and what a finish to throw the ball above the hands of the big player who came to block the shot.
Kante for three, no good. It's a foul and a chance for two more free throws here.
Yeah, when you're boxing out, you want to box out with building a good position while the ball has been released out of the hands of the shooter. You don't want to box out using your hands to hold the player, as Serge Pohohulu has just done.
First free throw made. And so is the second to restore that 20-point advantage. Bagayoko. A couple of points to his tally. Diabate here for Cote d'Ivoire. Goes for the long three. It's a poor attempt. Kante.
Great movement now offensively from Mali.
Difficult attempt that from Mongoro right in the corner. Cote d'Ivoire come away with it easily. Bamba. Oh dear. He's got it caught under his feet.
Yeah, Mali has stopped quite using that threat to attacking the middle of the court of Cote d'Ivoire's defense, and they have been a little bit settling now from those long-range shots. And it's another personal foul from Sidibe. No, the foul has been called on Kante, actually. While he was dribbling the ball, he has probably used his elbow a bit to protect the personal space.
Tape. Is it here? Finds Bamba. Just have a look at that again here from Bamba. Couldn't quite get it to go.
Great recognition again from Bamba that Mali is not there filling the inside space, and he has used his athleticism to overcome experienced Kante.
First free throw nailed by Bamba. And the second as well, bringing his personal tally to 9 points. Mali's lead 18.
Great pressure from Diabate.
Whoa. Gets it out just in time to Mongoro, who buries the three from the corner.
You have to score this three after that great penetration of Drame. Just simply have to. Great play from Mali.
Mali really hassling and harrying and looking for a way to win that ball back without conceding further points. And Sidibe claims the rebound. This is Cote now, moving it on quickly to Drame into the corner for Mongoro, who fakes and comes inside, puts up the two and makes it. Great play again. Draws the foul in the process. No, he hasn't drawn the foul.
No, I think I was just thinking what has been called, and it seems like that Mongoro, after that made layup, he has pushed Eric Tape. And that's why I called, oh, that doesn't look too good. Eric Tape limping out of the court right now.
That's a big blow to Cote d'Ivoire. So the foul has been given the Cote d'Ivoire's way.
Yeah, and the substitute player, number 15 for Cote d'Ivoire, Faith Traoré, will be taking those two foul shots for Eric Tape, who has been unable to stay on the court.
And the way he was hobbling off, it looks unlikely that he will be able to come back on again, but we'll see.
Officials just communicating if that is the right player. We're now shooting the foul shots. Okay, now even we are a bit confused about what's happening right now on the court. So official is going to explain to Coach Akasse what is happening, but...
Can he come and explain it to us?
Yeah, it seems like that the foul has been not called on Mongoro, but on Eric Tape after Mongoro has landed after that successful shot the previous possession. So no foul shot has been scored and a possession for Mali.
So just to confirm the score, it's Mali 49, Cote d'Ivoire 26. 23-point lead.
Now offensive foul of the screener or the player who was dribbling the ball. I apologize if it seems to be a bit unorganized, but we only see what we see, and to be honest, it's quite unclear sometimes, those decisions made by officials.
Bit of confusion all round, but here come Mali, who are not confused at all as Sidibe throws it down, and Mali into the 50s before the half-time interval.
I'm pretty sure Keita didn't want to make it look as spectacular as he did right now for Sidibe to finish this strong layup.
Great finish from Sidibe, making the most of that little fumble, if you like, and there's a lovely bounce pass from Diabate, and travelling called. Cote d'Ivoire imploding here. But
we have to remind as well what has been trio these quick breaks of Mali It has been a turnovers of Cote d'Ivoire. They have made 18 turnovers, and I don't really want to believe that number, because considering it's only end of the first half, that's a crazy number for Cote d'Ivoire.
Mali with very little time left. That ball stayed on the court. Oh, brilliant from Bamba. Absolutely brilliant, and an easy finish for Hima. 2 bonus points that they weren't expecting here, as Tandina doesn't manage to get the shot away in time. And it brings an end to a slightly bizarre but fascinating first half here. And it's a big lead for Mali at the break. 23 points the difference. Cote d'Ivoire need to up their game significantly in this second half. Mali giving it absolutely everything here as they try to make it 2 wins out of 3 in the group phase. Mali 51, Cote d'Ivoire 28.
Yeah, one number which matters really massively within this first half is the number of turnovers, and here is the percentage, but look now in a minute, the difference in a turnovers committed, 18 on the Cote d'Ivoire side compared to 5 of Mali. Credit to Mali defense. They've been really jumping since first minute of this game into their defense, using a typical defensive possessions, using their athleticism, but 18 turnovers. Wow, I'm not surprised. The game looks like it looks right now, and Mali's leading 51-28.
Well, Mali putting in an impressive display here. After capitulating a little bit yesterday against the defending champions, they will want to come out with the same intensity and end the group phase in style. They are leading by 23 as we go into this half-time interval. And plenty of contributors for Mali, 12 points for... big fun, 9 points for Bamba, who started to make a really big impact towards the end of that second quarter. Diabate, who hasn't really been able to affect it as much on the other side for Cote d'Ivoire. He's a key player. He hasn't been able to make the kind of contribution that they would have hoped for. They will want to avoid 3 defeats in the group phase, but as it stands, that is exactly what they're going to get unless they produce something pretty special after the interval. Mali 51, Cote d'Ivoire 28 at half-time. So welcome back to Tunisia. Final half of the day. 2 quarters left for Mali to try and claw what looked an unlikely place in the quarterfinals from the grasp of the defending champions, Nigeria. If they are watching, might be just looking at the clock for the next half an hour or so, the next 40 minutes, as they hope that Cote d'Ivoire produce something a little better in this second half, because Mali have been all over them so far.
Yeah, huge difference between both teams. The only number I will point out is that turnovers number, when Cote d'Ivoire has made 18 turnovers within this first half. That's just a crazy number. And Mali has punished that by 22 points so far in this game. So out of 51 points of Mali, 22 has came from the turnovers of Cote d'Ivoire. And I think it's still quite a nice number to Cote d'Ivoire, because Mali has had some struggles to finish some of the quick breaks thanks to bad spacing and kind of good recovery for Cote d'Ivoire. But crazy number, 18 turnovers. I really hope that Ivory Coast has been talking about the motivation back in changing room during this halftime break, because I would have thought that they want to leave this championship with their head up and not with the blowout. So I'm pretty excited to see if Cote d'Ivoire is gonna bring us something more than they did the first half, and what mostly to avoid their turnovers and allow Mali to run a quick breaks.
Yep, so that is the scoreline, 51-28. It is a 23-point lead. So as it stands, they need 37 to knock the defending champions Nigeria out at the group phase. It would be the biggest shock of the tournament so far. And they could still win the group, which is remarkable. They were more or less eliminated at the start of this game, but they obviously came in with great intentions to give it everything they can. And they will be bitterly disappointed if they end up going home now. And really, it'll be that collapse against Nigeria in the second game that will have done the damage. If they do miss out, it'll be that heavy defeat that will have cost them.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm pretty sure Mali is fully aware of these calculations, and they must feel that chance for them still to progress into the next stage of this tournament.
Well, here come Mali, swatted away by Serge, but unfairly in the eyes of the officials, and foul has been called. And it'll be 2 from the line for Drame. It's a 4th personal foul as well for the Ivorian number 8 against his opposite number. Plenty of interest in this as well from the Tunisian fans, because the result of this game will determine who they come up against in the quarterfinals. And as good as Mali have been tonight, I think if you gave them the choice of Mali, DR Congo or Nigeria, I think they'd probably want to play Mali.
Yeah, I would agree, because they know and they have watched DR Congo really improving game by game and playing a great team display. So agree with you that they will definitely want to face Mali if all your predictions gonna happen tonight.
Great interception by Kante, again, intelligent placement, but he's stumbled and lost it, and the 3-point shot goes up and misses, and Sidibe trying to hold the ball. It's it caught under his feet, and the decision has gone Mali's way. Oh, great shot from the man who gave away the foul just a few moments ago. A 3-pointer from Serge.
Yeah, that's a better entrance into the game this third quarter than they have done at the beginning of the game.
It's really good work again from Drame.
Yeah, and no help from the weak side from Hima to enable this penetration, quick penetration from Drame. He has read the floor really well, has spotted that driving lane and took that opportunity.
Restores the 23-point lead. Can he add the extra? He can. Drame with another.
Man-to-man defense from Mali.
Karaboué gets it out in time to Totti. Gets it back from him. Great play, Karaboué, and the three is drained. And a couple of three-pointers from Cote d'Ivoire to put a bit of respectability back on the scoreboard. Drame on the move again. And again, draws the foul. He'll go to the line and once more. The third time in this third quarter already.
Yeah, and again, that comes from that quick first pass in Malin's offense on the defensive half, while they have received that three-point shots. Great transition offense from Mali, and such quickness within their roster.
Drame lining up these free throws.
I don't want to predict anything, but Cote d'Ivoire has already having 3 team fouls. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in this third quarter, and that doesn't play in their favor because most likely they will send Mali players on the foul line early in this quarter again.
Foul called against Tandina this time. Barged into, and foul drawn there by Cote d'Ivoire. As we see one of the three-pointers from the Ivorians in this third quarter. They have at least put some points on the board. Start of the second half as Karaboué lays one up. Great play from him.
Wow, 21 years old. Guard for Cote d'Ivoire. Doesn't want to give up the game.
Sidibe throws it a little loose to Drame. He's drawn another foul.
And a bit of frustration from Cote d'Ivoire, but there has been quite clear decision by officials. Number 15, Traoré hasn't been in a good defensive stance. He hasn't stopped his body and run into the player of Mali.
The foul from Tandina. It's his second foul. 2 Cote d'Ivoire's players on 4 fouls now, including Traoré. Serge is the other one, of course. They're both in real danger of fouling out fairly early in this game. Still in the early stages of this third quarter. A long way to go. Karaboué, though, is starting to give Mali a bit of a headache. 21 points the difference. Kante almost lost control there. Recovered his composure. Finds Drame. Claimed by Cote d'Ivoire.
That's a shame now. Sidibe hasn't communicated. He's wide open under the rim, and Drame could have just dropped that little pass behind the back of the defensive player.
Hima goes for the shot and is fouled, so it is his turn to go to the line. Such a big physical presence, and he is difficult to handle in those positions. Just getting anywhere near the ball when he's got it in his hands is so tricky.
Yeah, you're right, and Mali doesn't really have that size within their roster to match him up and push him away from the rim, and I would expect Hima to shine a bit more, but he's still young, 23 years old, and Mali is avoiding even them to play that inside space as a team defense, so That's why we don't see him as much.
20-point game, 57-37.
Great.
Lovely pass, great finish. Sweet move from Mali.
That has been that cooperation I was calling for the previous offense from Mali when Drame was penetrating. Great read from Sidibe, and this time play for Drame.
Totti. And the layup is no good from Totti. It's claimed back by Drame again. Drame and Kante looking to combine. Kante recovers well once more. Tandina.
Yeah, Tandina has been too quick now for Cote d'Ivoire's defensive players. He has spotted that number 6. Karaboué is not in good defensive stand and has used that moment for penetration.
5th foul for Cote d'Ivoire in this quarter, which gives Tandina the chance to add another 2. 14 points for Drame now. Tandina, who drains both of those free throws, has now joined him in 14 points. Totti. Serge for 3, gets it. Beautifully, beautifully drained. To a 21-point game again as Drame comes through uncontested. Such an easy layup for Drame.
Almost seems like Cote d'Ivoire players hasn't really worried about this wide open penetration.
Cheap point to concede as Totti fails to find a teammate. Sidibe with the interception. Kante. Amadou Kante draws the foul. And it'll be Kante's turn.
If this third quarter goes the same way like we've seen right now, I think we can expect to last it for quite long, because every foul of Cote d'Ivoire will be punished by 2 foul line shot opportunities.
And Kante. Desperately hoping he can add some points here. Just keep building that lead. 23 the difference, 63-40. Long, long way to go. Could be a long night for Cote d'Ivoire. A technical foul called. So 25 points the difference here as Mali can go again. Drame. Sidibe. For options, it's Jambo. Nearly lost out. Jambo turns and shoots, but Serge was in his way. Hima. Serge once more inside.
Oh, great physical battle under the rim right now. Hima and Sidibe, and Sidibe really have to play Hima before he gets the ball. Otherwise, he lost the battle straight away. The size of Hima is winning in this personal battle between these 2 players.
Serge gathers it, finds Totti. Into the corner for 3, no good from Bamba. Great leap and claim from Jambo. Kante moving it quickly into Drame.
Yeah,
traveling
called. Drama has been quicker with his mind than with his feet again. And a credit to Cote d'Ivoire's defense to recover that quickly to enable Drama again to take another penetration.
Here's Totti. Little bounce pass into Hema! Throws it down.
What a great play and a recognition from Michael Totti to recognize that low space for a bounce pass.
Kante. Drame. Out to Kante. Little fake and comes inside. Lovely play. Good player he is.
Yeah, such aggressive penetration, and Bamba hasn't been able to even challenge this shot.
Totti. Oh, it's stolen brilliantly by Drame, and another easy layup. Cote d'Ivoire.
Look at that.
Falling further and further behind.
Yeah, look at that. But defensively from Mali again, which gave them great opportunities to run a quick break again.
And come here with real belief. Not daunted by the task of having to win by such a big margin. And it will be Cote d'Ivoire's ball. 27 the difference.
Yeah, it seems like Mali is slowly extended that lead, extending in it by the time goes in this game, and we still have a whole quarter ahead, and 3 more minutes, almost 4 minutes in this quarter, so chances are open.
Chambo battling for it, but Mongoro driving it forward. Great pass. Oh, and the layup doesn't quite go from Kante. Brilliant from Mongoro there as Bamba finds Serge over on the far side. Serge puts up the shot. That is beautifully done.
Yeah, it has been a great calm shot from Pohohulu, considering he's been on 4 personal fouls and still being in the game, being effective.
Kante draws the foul again.
I think the combination of Kante and Drame from the backcourt of Mali has been so effective in this game, using aggressive defense, and offensively their athleticism is just way too much for Cote d'Ivoire's defense. And if you have goals like this, you have to really play a team defense, because you have to contest the shot, and if you have been passed around, there must be some other players for that rotation, and Cote d'Ivoire has been struggling with this defensive system and rotation.
Buried by Kante. Timeout called. And a really big lead. It is still 27 points, and we still have over 3 minutes left in this third quarter. This is going to be an interesting finish. Unless Cote d'Ivoire can turn on a little bit of style in the time that remains. If Mali continue at this rate, they may well find themselves in the knockout phase on Thursday.
D'accord, comme sur le mi-terrain. Le mec, il vient en dribble. Il est en dribble. Trappe. On passe, pas de trappe. On passe.
Ah bon, mais il faut le gars là. Tu as rien fait. Voilà. Non, les gars, on reste concentrés, les gars. On reste concentrés. C'est bon, d'accord?
Dernier point, dans notre zone, pendant qu'ils attaquent, pas de défense comme ça. Toujours là pour empêcher les gars.
Les bras.
Hein? Ok, les gars.
Les gars, deux défenses.
The recognition which has been made by me right now from this Mali timeout was that one of the assistant coaches has said, don't play with your hands down, defensive stance, because you have to keep that one hand up to contest the shot. Pohohulu has been effective right now from Cote d'Ivoire, considering he's been playing on 4 personal fouls. So Mali should be smart and try to attack him in his defensive stance. to at least force him to commit his fifth personal foul and get him out of game.
Totti. The shot comes in. It's no good and gathered by Kante here for Mali. Mongoro. Tandina. It's another foul. Another trip to the free throw line for Tandina.
Great performance so far from Tandina, a player who has been entering a draft 2015, but unfortunately didn't go his way. And today he has 14 points so far. He's been very effective grabbing 3 boards and again shooting 75% from the three-point line and 100% from 2. Great personal individual performance from Tandina.
Two from the foul line as well. 29, the difference.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think Mali does a great job because they slowly increasing that lead in this game. They don't rush it and try to get that difference and margin in the score too quickly.
Torre misses, and it's Jambo with the rebound. This is Kante. Finds Mongoro. Jambo turns and shoots. Doesn't get it to go. It's claimed by Enan. Moves it on quickly here. And handed off. And Enan. Nice play from Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, Enan has used that rim to allow any of the Mali players to block this shot. So great reverse overhead shot.
Great work from Kone there to set Enan up for the 2. Tandina.
Imminent trap from Cote d'Ivoire on Sidibe in the low block.
Tandina again comes inside. Oh, they ran out of time. Didn't keep an eye on the shot clock.
Yeah, other than that, it has been a great play and recognition from Tandina, but as you just said, didn't keep an eye on the shot clock and lost possession.
Bamba blocked on his way through. And guess what? More free throws. Stefan Torre penalised here. First one's good from Mongoro. And we're 23 points ahead at half-time. Currently 28 points clear. With still a full quarter plus a minute or so to go. And in comes Torre. Foul is called this time. Jambo penalised.
Yeah, Jambo has jumped in that move, and that's why personal foul. And this time, Cote d'Ivoire's player, 2 foul line shots.
Nicely done. Second time, gets one of the 2 there.
Yeah, and that's a first appearance for Traoré in this championship. He hasn't been on the court yet until now, this moment, in this tough game for Cote d'Ivoire.
Mongoro gets the shot away. It's up short there from Mongoro. A little bit of lack of discipline from Mali. But they've won it back here. Jambo does brilliantly. Oh, super play from Jambo. And 2 more points to his personal tally. So we have a 29-point game. And good response from Enna. He gets the 2. Back to 27 once more. And Kante just about managed to get that pass away.
What a pass from Kante again, recognizing that 2 defenders are flying on him to block the shot. Look at that, wide opening his teammate under the rim, Dembele.
This was Enam putting away a 2 a few moments ago. More free throws. All those early fouls coming back to haunt Cote d'Ivoire in this 3rd quarter. Got themselves in foul trouble so early on. Dembele getting in on the action with the free throws here. Barely any time remaining in this 3rd quarter. Can't get the second one to go as the buzzer goes for the end of the 3rd quarter. Mali with a big lead. It's not big enough yet. And it is a 28-point difference as we head into the final 10 minutes of the group phase here in Tunisia. Mali 77, Cote d'Ivoire 49. So Mali go into this final quarter. They lead by 28 points. They need to win, remember. A 37-point victory will knock out the defending champions. The way they have to approach this quarter then is imagine they're 10 points behind, 9 points behind. And just try and push on through. They won't need too much motivation because this is achievable now.
Yeah, absolutely. They have started the game completely best way they could. And as you just said, there's a lot in this game for Mali to not put the best performance possible for them in this last quarter. They have been sent on the foul line shots 34 times, which is just an incredible number, thanks to the early committing foul troubles, team foul troubles of Cote d'Ivoire. But they have so far missed 9. They're shooting 73% for the foul line shots, which is above their standards. They've been so far shooting only 56, but when every point counts in this game for them and giving them the chance to stay at the tournament, that's 9 missed free throws. Could really be quite a game changer in today's game.
Well, 9 more points would give them the 37 they need. And they certainly want it more than Cote d'Ivoire at the moment.
Yeah, and this has been another one of your words. They wanted more than Cote d'Ivoire, but Dembele has kind of jumped into the Cote d'Ivoire's play right now.
It's quite incredible. We could see the defending champions knocked out as the 3 goes up and it doesn't drop. Kone wins the rebound, smacked away, and again, can they get this to go? Finally, Enan makes the 2.
Wow, what a collapse right now for Mali. None of the players have been boxing out. They all were just trying to grab that rebound.
Absolutely vital that Mali don't panic in these last 10 minutes. Just got to stay calm. They can do this if they stick to the game plan and stick to their strengths.
Yeah, and foul call on number 11 of Cote d'Ivoire, Cedric Ba. He's been struggling with the personal fouls at this tournament so far. So he has been holding a player under the rim.
Dembele. Mongoro loves a three-point attempt. Can't get this one to go. Possibly not the best option here. Mali just need to maintain this advantage and not let Ivory Coast just cut it back a little bit.
Mali have to force Cote d'Ivoire play what they want and not allow these easy penetrations all the way from the strong side to weak side. And we see coach of Cote d'Ivoire trying to challenge his players, play a full court pressing to put Mali under the pressure and commit these turnovers.
Well, Bamba getting the two, and now they're looking for two more as Cedric Barr wrestles with the Mali players. There's that lovely layup from Bamba just a few moments ago.
We see a full court pressure right now from Cote d'Ivoire.
Tandina. No joy. It's not been a good start to this fourth quarter from Mali.
No, not at all. And we see that Jumbo is now talking to Tandina. Don't force these shots. We have to prepare our offense if we won't be running any quick breaks. There's no way we should rush our offense. It's every point counts in this game for us.
Torre. Cedric Barr. Now the shot was on the buzzer and he makes it. Enan with another two, and it's a 22-point game now. Mali have just made this a little bit more difficult for themselves. They need to start putting some points on the board again. Great buzzer beater there. Enan draining the two. Here is Drame. And everything just going against Mali all of a sudden.
Yeah, and the best way for Mali to get back into this game, the game they've been showing us the first three quarters, is to pick up themselves defensively, which will bring them the opportunities to run a quick breaks to avoid playing 5 against 5 against the Cote d'Ivoire. And this is exactly what Mali needs.
Tandina.
Oh.
It is a foul by Bamba, who thought he got the block in. But he is penalised. Third foul of the game for Bamba. 2 free throws coming for Tandina. Second foul of the quarter for Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, as I already mentioned, Mali has been brilliant defensively whole game so far. And this fourth quarter, they've been kind of waiting for Cote d'Ivoire to create. And they have to set the rhythm to force Cote d'Ivoire to mistakes again.
Torre. Bamba. Bamba puts up a three. And good claim again from Jambo. So, oh, Drame just gives it away. It's a gift for Bamba, who will look for the pass here. Back to Bamba. Great exchange between Bamba and Enan, and Bamba with the easy put away for two. And suddenly the faces on the Mali bench start to drop. It's looking like a big task again, despite the fact they lead by 21. Still plenty of time. But they've got to turn on the style soon. Tandina. Ngore.
Zone defense of Cote d'Ivoire, trying to fill that inside space where Mali is so strong.
Three-point attempt is no good, and Bamba claims a rebound, and the quick move doesn't quite work out. Cedric Barr was waiting. It's a crucial Mali hand there to prevent the ball from reaching him. It's a lovely exchange between Bamba and Enan. Good finish. Cedric Barr. Bamba, I should say. Here is Bamba now. Back to Enan. Totti puts up a three. Claimed once again by Cote d'Ivoire. Enan has kept it alive. Into the baseline, kicks it out to Kone, who goes for the three. Can't get it to drop. Great rebound from Bamba. He couldn't hold on to it, and Mali do steal it this time. And Tandina draws another foul.
It has been an energy boost from Cote d'Ivoire in this quarter. They have picked up themselves with that pressing, full-court pressing in this quarter. You have to ask questions why they didn't start with this full-court pressing early in this game to maybe challenge Mali a bit more.
Playing with a bit more pride here in the closing stages. And that'll be a huge relief to Nigeria. The ball is fumbled again by Mali, who have really fallen apart in this fourth quarter so far. Jambo recovers well, though, and this is Mongoro. He's got Sidibe with him. Sidibe, lovely play. Mongoro picking out Sidibe, who makes the easy two. And Mali up to 80 now, leading by 23 as Kone puts up a three, and it's missed and claimed again by Jambo. Here is Drame. And Mongoro from the corner. Jambo comes in and is fat. Enan is penalised.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure why Enan is now protesting, because here is that another great steal from Mali and quick break finished by Sidibe.
Timeout called. And there's Mali. Look for a way to get the extra points that they need. It is 23 the difference. 14 points more needed, 14 points difference more needed to claim that all-important gap for 37. The magic 37 is still a little out of reach with a fraction under half of this fourth quarter to go. Mali 80, Cote d'Ivoire 57. Cote d'Ivoire are leading in this fourth quarter at the moment by 8 points to 3.
Yeah, and I have to say Mali has nothing to lose right now, and the question is, will coach Sogore come out of this timeout with the instruction to make play the full-court pressing to again force Ivory Coast to turnovers and get the opportunity again to some quick breaks to extend the lead in this game. Seriously, Mali has nothing to lose. They only can win in this game if they're gonna reach the target, at least winning this game by 37 points to eliminate defending champion Nigeria.
Well, that would be a big story. Mongoro finds Tandina. And the Jambo, thought about the three, comes inside, out to Sidibe, who does go for the three, and in he goes! Well, that is just the boost they needed after that timeout. 26 points the difference now. They need 37 to stay in the tournament. Cedric Barr. Totti. Enan. Traore. Traore puts up a shot, and that is a two from Traore. Much better from Cote d'Ivoire in this fourth quarter, I should say. And Mongoro's pass a little loose, but gathered by Tandina. And Mongoro then going for the three. Misses it, but claims his own rebound as Mali go again. Another shot from the corner. This one is too short, and Cote d'Ivoire
That's been a great box out from
got a
Rebecca.
chance at the alley-oop pass. It didn't quite come off for Enan. Couldn't put it away. Picked out by Totti. Now Drame driving in, drawing another foul.
Here, a great penetration of Drama again, and Cedric Barr committed foul. I'm really waiting for that full court pressure right now from Mali. I really wish Cote d'Ivoire had started with their pressing early in this game, but considering what all Mali could achieve with this win in this game by 37 points, I kind of feel like still 3.5 minutes go. It's the best time to start to be a bit more aggressive defensively and control this end of the fourth quarter.
Drame from the line, gets it. So again, it is 26, still 11 points. Cote d'Ivoire have managed to stay close to Mali, really in the second half. They only lost that third quarter by 5, which is not that many when you consider how the first 2 quarters went.
Yeah, good call from official. There has been even 2 times the same offensive foul of Inan while he was screening his teammate.
It was mainly that first quarter that did the damage for Cote d'Ivoire. They lost it by 18. Currently 26 behind, so they've gained 8 points since the end of the first quarter. Tandina's pass into Drame here. Drame comes in, gets it outside to the edge of the arc, and Jambo puts one up. The follow from Sidibe. He's unable to find the ball there, Sidibe, as he trying to respond to the miss there as the bounce pass comes in for Cedric Barr, who turns and gets the shot away. Enan puts one up, Barr again, and Barr makes it count, and this has been a big improvement from Cote d'Ivoire in the fourth quarter, and I'll just apologise to him because he smacked the ball away after he made that shot.
Yeah, and again, a bit collapse of Mali's game defensively on the board, allowing Cote d'Ivoire to take 2 offensive rebounds and finish that play by 2 points.
Shot from the corner, it's no good. Mali just aren't getting it to go in this final quarter here. And the follow, brilliant from Barr, who gets another 2.
Yeah.
And now this is looking like a big task for Mali.
Yeah, Mali seems to be a bit out of breath this fourth quarter because they have done so well whole game athletic-wise. That another imagine of a physical game seems to be as a challenging task.
And the timeout is called. And it is a 24-point lead for Mali with a little over 2 minutes to go.
Great spin back by Sidibe. So the question now, Oscar, would coach of Mali, Segore, put a full good pressure right now for these last 2 minutes of the game to try to extend that lead and reach a task of 37 points for Mali?
Well, I don't know, but I imagine that if he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it now.
Yeah.
And 24 points, it's not enough. 13 more needed. They're going to have to score at least 100 points in this game now, and that's only if Cote d'Ivoire don't score again in the remaining 2 minutes. It's a big, big ask. And Mali, who are looking almost likely to take that 37-point victory at half-time, have been held back by Cote d'Ivoire, who have played with a lot of pride and a lot of passion in this fourth quarter, which they deserve some credit for, really. But we shall see how it goes. 2 minutes is a long time in basketball. A lot can happen.
Yeah, you're right. And Mali has scored only 10 points in this fourth quarter, which is a huge, huge decrease of the amount of the points. First quarter 30 points, second quarter 21, third quarter 26, and now only 10 in the fourth quarter.
Totti. Bamba comes inside, puts up the 2. And the rebound is good. The rebounding has been much better from Cote d'Ivoire in this second half, although that ended with no points being added to the tally. Dante finds Drame, and Drame picks out Tandina. And Tandina draws another foul. And Tandina seems to be fouled so many times.
Yeah, you're right, but he plays very smart because he waits till the defense collapse on him with that pump fake and uses this move against him and trying to go around and pass the defender, and the only choice of the only chance to stop him is to commit a foul.
Well, this will be his 10th free throw of the game.
And to be honest, Mali has been sent on the foul line, shot 39 times, which is just a so high number.
He's made 8 of those 10. As Barr finds Totti. Cedric Barr comes inside, puts up a 2. Kante claims the rebound. Gets it back again from Drame. A little over a minute remaining, the group phase drawing to a close here in Tunisia. The ball is loose and Cote d'Ivoire pick it up with Bamba, and the three-point attempt is no good. And Tandina claiming the rebound.
Yeah, and I think Nigerian team can heavily brief out right now and have a quite calm night, let's say, after this thrilling game from Mali tonight, unable to reach their task to win the game by 37 points.
Yeah, it'll be a huge relief for Nigeria. And Congolese will be happy as well, because at half-time it looked as though they could win it easily by 41 points, and that would have meant that the Congolese would have taken on Tunisia in the semi-final, which is probably and the quarter-final, I beg your pardon, which is probably something they'd want to avoid. Probably something Tunisia would want to avoid as well, given that they will have seen how the Democratic Republic of Congo took apart Nigeria today, although it means if Mali do fail to reach this target, which does look likely now, it means that Tunisia will face the defending champions, and what a quarter-final prospect that is.
Great invitation as well, sent out there for the next stage of this championship. 28 seconds to go. Mali 91, Cote d'Ivoire 63. And we see that Mali is just playing a time.
And they know that they've fallen just short. They gave it everything. Jambo missing the attempt. Kante. And Drame comes in. More free throws for Mali. Over 2 seconds remaining. And this may well be the final act here. Mali could still claim a 30-point victory. Drame has missed that first free throw. A sense of disappointment on both sides here, because both of these teams will be going home. Mali had hope for a while, but they haven't been able to get the job done. They win by 29 points. They needed 8 more to make it through to the knockout stage. A huge sigh of relief breathed all around Nigeria after they secure their place in the quarterfinals. They finish as group runners-up, and they will take on hosts Tunisia on Thursday in the quarterfinal. And it means that Cameroon will take on the Democratic Republic of Congo. Mali have won here by 92 points to 63.
What a performance from this young athletic group of Mali, winning this game by 29 points. You have to feel a bit sorry that they didn't finish their road success tonight to win by 37 points, but they have missed 11 foul shots, which could now stick into their dreams tonight, because if they would have made closer to 100%, they could have grabbed that 38-39 points win of this game. They have forced Cote d'Ivoire to 26 turnovers, and it has been a huge improvement from Cote d'Ivoire's second half to put some forward pressing as well, to put Mali under the pressure and allow them to play them those quick, comfortable breaks they've been doing first half. So credit to Mali, but to say they have just nailed this game, and shame they couldn't really progress into that 37 lead in this game. I've been a bit missing that element of risk from Coach Segura this last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter to try to do that focused pressing, pressure, and just leave everything you could on the court. But still, Mali, a valuable win in this game, beating Cote d'Ivoire by 29 points. Congratulations for this big game for Mali.
Well, also with Cote d'Ivoire, we should give them some credit for the way they played in the second half. There was no motivation for them in this game. They were already eliminated. And if they had sort of fallen away in the last couple of quarters and lost by a big margin, I think some people would have questioned their integrity. So they deserve credit for honouring the competition, if you like, and Nigeria will be mightily relieved.
Yeah, absolutely, because that would have been probably a super blowout if Cote d'Ivoire allowed Mali to take that win by 37 points. And as you just said, we could see that Coach Hugh Okase has put that focused pressing in the second half. So that told us that Cote d'Ivoire really are regretting that lack of motivation at the beginning of the game, losing the first quarter 30-12. So really credit to Mali, great ride, and they can leave this championship with a head up.
Yep, 2 wins for Mali, but it wasn't enough. A 29-point win tonight. They have beaten Cote d'Ivoire by 92 points to 63. So it is the Democratic Republic of Congo and Nigeria who make it through to the quarterfinals. And that is it for the group phase. Don't forget to join us for the knockout phase, which starts on Thursday here in Tunisia. Goodbye for now.